Oh,
beware, sir. There's been a lot of wolves around here lately.
yes,
Uh,
just came from the frozen lake. There's another pack up there.
hmm, it's awfully alarming. They're so close to the castle.
No, one should think the king had a party of hunters that could, well, end the strain, but well, I know not of his business.
Hmm.
You from the Vale, are you?
I am, yeah, from the area.
All right. Well, my name is Thane. I currently reside in March, but spend most of the time in the Midlands,
The Midlands.
commanding the Midlander Guild.
Hmm. I haven't met anyone from Frostmarch or all the Midlands.
Well, I lay no claim to the land. I just command a party of men whose well intention is to keep the land neutral, but
Hmm.
it's increasingly difficult with the Southern King claiming all the land untouched by the snow.
Hmm. Yeah. I do not know much of what is going on. To be truthful.
It's not our business to understand it all, the
Hmm.
grounds and what they're up to.
Yeah. All I know is that there's plenty of wolves appearing, and there seems to have been in recent days a gentleman that is troubled. Yeah, appears to hear voices and speak to wolves.
Speaking to wolves, is he?
Hmm.
Who's that then?
I'm not too sure of his name, but we call him the man of many tongues. It's,
Any tomb, is it?
he speaks. I'm not even too sure what he speaks, but he speaks. It almost sounds otherworldly.
And he's from here, or is he a travelling man?
I am not sure.
Hmm. Well, so long as he's no necromancer,
You've met a necromancer before?
perhaps. There's a lot of talk these days about uh, certain individuals and their wrongdoings.
Mm.
Midlanders are looking for, I don't know what to call them, an alchemist or a sorcerer, a necromancer.
Looking for one.
Rumour has it he's well, dabbling with the business that could pose a threat to a great deal of people. If you hear any talk about a necromancer or anything, well, you just know that the Midlanders are looking for him, alongside other groups of people.
All right, I'll be
You
sure.
met,
I'll be sure.
have you met Sir Ulrich?
Sir Ulrich, and no, I haven't met him. No.
Right. Well, he's he's the commander of I don't know what they call themselves really. It's it's a group of let's call it knights, eh? And they have sworn an oath to protect the land of the living from beasts and such.
From beasts.
Aye, unnatural beasts.
Hmm.
The
I
right wings
have.
up north, they do tend to do certain things to animals. I've seen one myself. It was a boar, size of a size of a carriage.
I too have had my fair share of unexplainable sightings. So a lot of it is very foggy. I do not I do not remember a lot of it, but I will never forget the tracks that I have seen in the past. My father was
Eh?
a tracker and a trapper, and we would often go out hunting, and we would see tracks that we couldn't identify. So there is strange happenings.
Strange happenings indeed. I'm just hoping that the rumours I'm hearing are nothing but stories.
Well, there's a
But
lot of
they
them.
do have me. But they do have me patrolling the Midlands a little bit more than usual, and I do have all my people sent out to different outposts and camps on the lookout.
What is your profession?
Well, profession is well, it's a guild more so. I command the Midlanders Guild, and there's in times of trouble, people hire us as mercenaries. In times of peace, people hire us doing ranger business, and somewhere in between, we're just trying to well put together the puzzle that is the different kingdoms, and we place ourselves somewhere in the middle.
Hmm.
However, my loyalty lies in the north due to your king's doings before and during the war. At some point, he went from paying us handsomely for killing pirates for him in these woods to banishing all Midlanders, claiming that we were bandits of some sort roaming the Midlands. But during said war, we were simply making sure that the people from the south was not stealing resources from the north. And this was after being banished. So sod him as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm. If I wanted to get into contact with you, where would I find you? How do I where do I know how do I get to the Midlands?
Well, as your king claimed, all land untouched by snow is his. So I suppose wherever the snow touches, that would mean that's the north, is it not? But then again, the king in the north has no such claim. So whenever you go north from here, well, should I say northeast, there's a mining camp. Go further, you get to the frozen lake. You head upstream, you'll get to Frosthaven. And everything from Frosthaven to the old mining camp up here, I'd say, is the Midlands. However, I do lay no claim to no land. We are, after all, independent.
Hmm.
But per definition, I'd say the Midlands are somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Now,
My
if
name
you
is
wanted
Kael,
to,
by the way.
Kael, as in
Kael Varmon.
Kael, is that written the way I think it is?
With a K
And an A, and an L, and an E.
and an E and an L. A K, an A, an E, and an L.
Aye. Well, if you want to, I don't know, perhaps send a bird somewhere, you send it to Frostmarch, as that's where we hit the taverns, and that's where we come to restock and, well, collect ourselves, information wise and such, before we head back out. So Frostmarch is where to send a bird. If you run into people, you ask for the Midlanders, or you can send their bird directly to me, I suppose. My name is Thane Osbert, not to be mistaken with the other Thane, who's out east in Castle Greywatch. He's a, I don't know, bandit lord of sorts. We always need more men, and if you can if you can trap, and you can hunt, that's An extremely valuable asset, and I'm no stranger to getting to know people.
You hear that?
I hear 'em. I suppose coming from the Midlands, this is not but a lullaby. They're always watching.
So Thane, say that again. The name.
Stein Osbert.
Stain. Osbert.
Well, not Stein, I said Thane.
Thane.
TH. Aye.
Apologies.
Aye, yeah.
Okay, I'll be in touch for sure. It's really piqued my interest.
Aye. All I can
Sounds
say
like
is,
there's more wolves coming.
all I can say about it is that you'll find more honourable men where their lands are a little bit harsher. People down here, especially the Growl and his men, they've grown quite accustomed to having pillows under their arms.
Aye. These howls have might be feeling a bit edgy. There seems to be a lot of them. Well, I better get on my way. I don't want to keep you waiting here, and especially if there's wolves heading this way.
Good eve.
Aye, aye.
Evening.
How are
Did did I feel a tremor just now?
I did. It was, I don't know. Give it. Sometimes the earth shakes. It was rather strange though. It was not like a normal shake. It was very sudden, I'd say.
We all thought that it was just a trick of the mind, and then we had more and more people approaching us in town saying, "Did you feel that?" So I'm just going to investigate. I thought I would double check, see if I had felt anything too.
You're a god.
Indeed, I'm a warden, a scout.
Right. Scouts and outriders. Many a garrisons.
We have guards, wardens, as we are now called, and indeed the outriders.
Aye. And then you have the Midlanders dealing with all of you.
Indeed, I believe I saw you in town with Madam around a week ago.
Aye. The whole thievery business. She does
Indeed.
have a sleight of hands. She does.
Is she faring well?
Aye. She's doing better than most, I suppose. She's enjoying the snow as we speak.
This is good.
Aye.
And is all well with the Midlanders?
No troubles, no troubles. There are scary rumours going about. But we suppose the king is all fill you in on people dealing in dark business.
Oh, is that so?
Aye. There's rumours of a sorcerer of some sort. You heard of him?
I've heard of a name going around, but whether it is reliable or not, I cannot say for sure.
Well, travelling the lands, I keep hearing about it. And it has me thinking that it's more... Well, there may be more truth to it than I'd like to admit.
I believe sorcery.
Well, not really. But then again, I have seen some strange things. I'm starting to think that maybe... Well, maybe necromancy is not too far-fetched. After all, we have had strange things happen in Frosthaven as of late.
Such as what?
Such as things I'm not to speak of. Well, not because I'm told not to, but because I don't know it to be true for myself, so I'm not going to, well, talk too much about it. Let's just call it unnatural, shall we?
One of those things where it sounds too good to be true unless you see it with thy own eyes, aye?
Something of the sort. Something of the sort.
Well, as long as thy are all right and thy were not affected too much by whatever tremor that was, I shall leave thee be. We are going to investigate around the grounds.
Well, if you head north, know that there's a pack of timber wolves waiting for you up by the frozen lake.
Good to know. Maybe we shall pay them a visit.
Aye, just don't bring any iron down here without us knowing, eh?
Indeed, indeed. Be well.
Now that, Kael, is another thing. Because of the Southern King's doings, well, making people not welcome down here and such claiming the lands, he has made it so that no Southerner can come up to our lands and lay claim to resources without paying a tax for it. It's his own doing, and his own people are aware of it.
He seems... I'm not too sure how I felt about him.
Nah. I'm sure I would best him with a sword, so whenever I speak to one or two guards, I'm not too worried. It's more so when they travel in packs like wolves, I worry. I never know the true intention of the Southern King.
Has the Southern King always been this way?
Aye. As long as I've known of him. And mind you, before, they paid us handsomely for killing pirates for him. Well, it was more Reese doing the paying, but it was, well, still for the king. Maurice is a commander now.
What of the Northern King?
Well, the late king, he passed of old age and sickness. There's a new king now. His name is Hugo.
Hugo.
Now, he brought with him more southerners than I care to admit. But I suppose you're not all that bad down here. Some of you just don't know any better.
Well, yeah. I'm not originally from here. I've made my way here. But
You don't look the part, really.
I'm from to be honest, my memory is extremely foggy for where I'm from, but I'm hoping to find my way back there some way, and maybe uncover the secrets of the truth of where I was from and what happened.
And for what it's worth, I don't give a piss about where I'm from. If you travel west, you cross the grim sea, you'll come to a frozen hell of a land. That's where me and my brother come from. The Midlanders are from, well, we have one from Solkara as well. We have some Easterners, people from all over. It's all about being smart enough to be trusted. Now, that's tough to come by. And we did lose we lost 5 men during the war, fighting Southerners and beasts, I suppose. So We are looking to find people who has the higher, well, the head out of their asses, to be honest. Yeah. Do find us if you ever find your way up north.
I will. I will. I will.
And if you come across the half-man, Maurice, he's the commander of the King's Guard here.
Maurice.
If you, aye, he's a half-man, he can't miss him. He's half a body shorter than the rest of them. If you run across him, you let him know that the Midlanders would like a conversation with him. I haven't spoken to him since the war broke out, and, well, I think it'd be mutually beneficial to have a conversation.
I'll ensure I pass that message on if I do come across him.
I appreciate that. You stay safe here. Watch your
too.
back. Lots of snakes within those walls.
Well, I appreciate the heads up.
Aye, aye.